back, everyone. Original Big Rouge here on the Rouge Gaming YouTube channel. We've got another Madden franchise info video here for you. We are doing part 2 of our off-season videos here, and we're in Free Agency 1, which is the first part of 4 of the off-season parts here in Madden franchise. And we're going to go through all 4 parts, and then we'll do the draft in the next video. We'll go through everything that you need to know there as far as prep and everything that goes on there. So for the first part of free agency here, basically all you can do is sign the first wave of free agents. And the way you go through that, you just go sign free agents. It'll tell you how much cap room you have, which is nice. View available free agents. So what it's going to do is it's going to sort everybody by overall. It'll tell you exactly, what the scheme fit is, what your depth chart looks like, what your grade is. So you can see here about middle of your screen, it says your depth chart, halfback rated as a C. And you can see here, Cam Akers is our best running back at 73 overall. Tells you what we're paying him, tells him what his age is, all that sort of information. There's also a menu for your negotiations, who you've signed, and who everyone in the league has signed. So let's look at here. What's a position that we absolutely need? Looks like outside linebacker. So let's go look at Demario Davis. Is he someone that we can afford? We can afford him, but as you can see here, cap room wise, 5.71 doesn't leave us a lot of wiggle room. And I think we need a lot of different positions. So let's go out here and look at our team. So as you can see here, a full roster is 53 and we're sitting at 54. So that's not too bad. We can go here into our roster and we can look at each position individually if we want to. So we're pretty good for wide receiver. It looks like Whitworth retired on us. And if you want to check retirement, guys, all you have to do, go to transactions. Once that loads up, you'll go to retired, and you can see everybody that has retired, and it will group them in groups with their team. So if multiple players retire from the same team in one single season, it will group them together, right? And if you don't want to flip through everybody, you can always sort by team and see who retired from each team, right? Something else you can do, guys, in this first portion of free agency is you can go to player regression. And what this is going to show you is it's going to show you how many points and in which area guys have regressed. Right? So this could be from age. It could be from previous injury. Usually it's from age, but it'll tell you where guys have kind of fallen off. As you can see here, Robert Woods lost 5 points. And yeah, it'll just show you what he lost. So catching, he lost 1. Spec catch, release, medium route, deep route, all -1. Havenstein lost a couple in run block and run block finesse and awareness. So this is good to know, guys, because you'll begin to understand how important age is in the game. Guys will not stay elite for their entire career. Obviously, if a guy is a higher overall, he will stay, more elite longer. But that's something to keep in mind as you're building your team. So knowing that we have a full roster, we can kind of look at, maybe some guys that we, might be good to back up, right? So here we have Jalen Ramsey at 94, and then our next corner is 71 overall. So we probably want a number 2. So let's go ahead and look at, Chidobe Awuzie. How much does he want? So that's pretty decent, right? It leaves us with about $10.5 million in cap room. So let's make him that offer there. He wants $3 million over, or 3 years, sorry. So this right here, when you go to make a bid, everything in the offseason for free agency is broken down into points. So your salary, your bonus, your length, your scheme fit, and I believe if you have the coach trait for free agency bonus, it'll show up here as well. These will all be taken into account by the player, and you will be ranked, right? So as soon as I make the bid, you see I'm ranked here. If there were other teams that have bid on him, they would show up here as well. 99.9% of the time, they will take the top bid. It doesn't always happen, though, but you want to make sure. So here, you can see Pierre Desir. The Jets and the Titans are battling it out for him. And then Joyner, the Giants want him, so on and so forth. So we need a right outside linebacker, so let's go see. So it looks like Bud Dupree is in pretty high demand. We do not have the cap space to sign him, unfortunately. So we're going to have to leave him. Tim Williams here, 75 overall, is better than we have. So let's go make him an offer. 93 points again. If we go over to negotiations, as you can see, we can sort by position, or we can go top 100. It'll show everybody that we have, right? You can also withdraw an offer with Square, or retool your offer by clicking on them again and adding or retracting money from the player. So once you've decided this is everyone I want, this is everybody I want to bid on, go ahead and advance your week to stage 2. Stage 2 is going to bring up another round of free agency, but it's also going to bring up more scouting, and we get our combine stats. So for our combine stats, we can go in and we can look at here. You'll see the game will kind of prompt you. And you can see that this quarterback was third among quarterbacks with a 4.72 second 40. Top 10 in vert jump, top 10 in bench press. And then the rest are kind of a little bit lower. These are good. These are good when you want to check potentially what their stats are going to be. Madden School put out a great scouting guide for this. I will link it down below in the description. It kind of gives you an idea of a range of what the player's stats will be when you draft them. So it's not an exact science, but you can pretty much break it down within about 3 attribute points what their stats are going to be. And you can see here, so sometimes you get a player who decided not to participate. So maybe, do you want to take a flyer on that guy? Do you want to look at him and say, I think he's going to be a good player anyway? That's up to you. You kind of have to take that risk. So let's spend our scouting points here, and then let's go back into free agency and see if we got our 2 bids or not. Now, what you might notice here, if you've scouted a lot of players down into kind of the later rounds, guys will move up and down the draft board throughout the year. So it's good to kind of check it every week, especially in the off season, because guys may have gone up. They may have had good seasons, which means that their draft stock went up. So it's just good to know that. So we don't have any negotiations, and it looks like we got both of our bids, which is perfect. We can go to our league signings here, and we can see who got some of the better free agents. The top guys will typically sign in the first week. So if you want one of the better free agents in the league, very, very, very important that you make an offer on them, because they will be gone after the first stage. You need to make sure that you get that offer in, otherwise you'll lose out. As you can see, most of the guys here, There are some exceptions. For example, Alvin Kamara here does not have a single offer on him. The game does not manage cap well. So the computers, when they're managing their team, they'll just spend money as much as they can. They'll spend their entire cap. They don't care. They have no, they have complete disregard for cap management. So you need to make sure that you go through and you're getting the free agents that you want, because they will just spend like crazy. You will also get notifications on your things to do bar if they accepted or if they rejected. It would tell you that the contract was rejected if they chose not to sign with you. So let's go ahead and advance week here again. And again, we have more scouting points and more opportunities to sign players. I won't, for time wise here, I won't go ahead and spend any scouting points. So you can see here, Kareem Hunt signed. He wasn't there last week. So, and if we could continue making bids if we wanted to, but our cap is pretty tight. We'll see who falls into free agency during the week or during the first week of preseason. So let's go ahead and advance again. So that was free agent stage 2 or 3, sorry. Once you get to stage 4, you're unable to sign free agents. That's it, you're done. So you want to make sure that you get everybody that you want to get during the first couple stages, because once you get to stage 4, all you can do is scout, and the next week is the draft. So you want to make sure that you get there, you do what you need to do, because you do lose that opportunity. Now, free agents will be there in the first week of preseason if they don't get signed, but then you're only signing them to a 1-year deal, and you can't negotiate with them at all. You're tied to Madden's salary structure of what their overall is, what their age is. You sign them to a 1-year deal, and then you can negotiate with them after the season. So you want to make sure that you're careful and you're paying attention. So let's go ahead and advance week here. It says advance to the draft. And here you can see our free agency recap as well as start the draft. So you want to make sure too, as you can see, all those scouting points, we forgot about them. Let's say you weren't paying attention, we lost them. So we had, 300 scouting points. You want to make sure that you're spending them. Spend them as you get them, right? You lose half of them every week. So you want to make sure that you spend them every week, right? So from here, you can view the free agency recap. You can see everybody that didn't sign. So all of these players here will be available in free agency in-game when preseason hits. So if there's anybody in here that you like, you'll be able to go out and get them. So start NFL draft is an option here. We're going to be going over that in the next video. Stick around for that. If you enjoyed this video and any of the other videos in this series, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. If there is anything that you would like me to go over, any menus, any terminology, any settings, feel free to put that in the comments below. I will go ahead and make a video for you explaining everything that you need to know. Of course, go ahead and leave a like on this video. You know YouTube loves those likes. Likes on videos help content creators push their videos to the masses and move their videos up the list, put them on recommended pages, all that sorts of things. So I really, really do appreciate it. And guys, I can't thank you enough for the support. We've had a bunch of views on all of our videos in this series. Hopefully, by the time this video comes out, we've had 1,000 views on all of our videos in this series. That would be amazing. We'll be coming out with more content. Keep an eye on that. And until the next episode, have a great one. We'll see you later.